I love it when I'm not on the stream. Golly bless. I got everything going here, I thought. And then I have it, hang on here. Come on. Man, I got everything going. Tile that to the left and then tile that to the right. And boom! How are you guys doing? This is a Friday afternoon. It is not Friday Night Live yet. I don't know. Is it? No. No, gosh, I haven't shaved or anything. Guys, how are y'all doing? Holy cow. So this was what I had a casual day planned. Not a casual day. I was stuff out to do. And oh, you know what happened last night? So late last night, got off talking to Guava Ball and used the restroom. You know, I mean, everybody uses the restroom, right? Get the little flush, you know, the little lever. The arm snaps. So I have to take the tank off, reach in, pull the chain up to flush it. And White Rabbit's not awake when this happens. So I'm like, oh man, I've got to remember, I'm going to text her. This is my brilliant idea. I'm going to text her about the toilet. I come in, I lay down. Nothing. Luckily, she used a different bathroom this morning. Anyway, Miami Spice, how are you? Squad Bob, what's going on? Jen with no filter. You know, I have to say, Jen with no filter, is that like a common thing for Jens? No filter? White Rabbit, how are you doing, my babe? Rick's Clicks, what's happening, brother? Rick's Clicks, I was able to talk to him last night on Clumsies. Texas Jen. Happy day indeed. Happy day. So to hell and back, what's going on? Guys, so Cool Gamer, brother, what's happening, man? You know, I love like Cool Gamer just comes in and just says, hey, just so we know he's there. That's so cool. That is so cool. Volstorm. So anyway, guys, this morning, White Rabbit sends me this, Cool Frog, what's happening, my man? Sends me this. Melanie, how are you? The affidavit, the state's response to the discovery request for Bryan Kohberger. And I was like, oh, this is going to be big. So, see if I got another. I do not. I was trying to see how I had this. Okay, cool. So anyway, don't want to disturb Friday Night Live, and I was like, man, this is our jam, guys. This is our reading documents, right? Haven't read it myself. You know how the whole thing works. So, oh, look at this. Look at this. Rick's Clicks. Clumsy's going to be a special guest for my channel Monday. Awesome, man. Let us know what time. Let us know what time. That is awesome. Look at this. Look at this. That is awesome. Uh-oh. Are you cold because it's cold where you are? Or are you cold because you don't have a cold, do you? You're not shivering, are you? And yes, Miami Spice, please everybody hit the like button. Miami Spice also graced me this morning with a picture of the construction work she's doing. She had a lot of Tonka toys growing up. So she's into construction. You ever saw the show Home Improvement? Was that what it was with Tim Allen? She's Pamela Anderson. She's that character. So guys, let me see here. What do I need to do to get this on the screen? This it. Is that coming from? Yes, awesome. Now I have 3 panels going. Guys, this is so exciting. I love this stuff. Like it's funny. You know you're doing something right when like any money I've ever made on this channel goes back into the channel. And so you know when you're getting things and you're putting all the stuff together and it excites you. Like I'm so excited. Like it's like buying myself like a new, something I wanted. And it's stuff I didn't, a year ago, I wouldn't even know this stuff existed. And it's like, now it's like, it starts to work and you see it, and it's so exciting. It'd be like buying a hammer for a carpenter. It's just, it's cool stuff, guys. And so, I get excited about little things. Okay. Get your waters ready, y'all. Real quick, I've been noticing the stuff in Idaho. It's kind of what I expected. It's every day there's a new, what is it? A new story comes out, but they're not really stories. I mean, it's like the mainstream media is starting to follow what YouTube does. It's every single day. It's like, oh, Bryan Kohberger once had a date, and American Princess, how are you doing? Once had a date, and everybody thought, or in his date thought he passed gas. I mean, it's stupid. Blue dog. She wants in. I'm just waiting for her to knock the door down. Anyway, it's stuff like that, guys. I mean, I know, man. I'm a horrible YouTuber. I do not follow the algorithm method. But I mean, like, I'm sorry, I can't sit here and do content on like, oh, hey, Brian, his cellmates really like him. There are other channels that do that, and they have tons of views. And I feel bad because I feel like I'm not doing the right thing for you guys. But at the same time, we've got the Memphis police arrest today. They're going to release that body camera footage tonight after 6 p.m. If we can get that footage, we'll be talking about it on FNL tonight. Just going to let you guys know that. That is a big thing. So the Memphis, the police officer body cam footage, they're releasing it after 6 p.m. on Friday night. People are already talking about protesting. There's reports that there are professional protesters already in Memphis. This might be a huge, huge night. We may have a lot of live stuff going on. So this is going to be, it's crazy. And then we also have that LSU, the Madison girl down there that was, that case, I put it up yesterday. I don't want to talk about it over here, but there's another LSU case right there happening. Those are cases I look at and I go, man, these are girls, like, their stories, I feel like they're huge stories, but their stories are getting swept underneath the rugs. So, like, that's how my brain thinks. So I don't get stuck in there and do the, like, Bryan Kohberger passed gas today. But this is a big one. So we're on it. We're doing it live. I love you guys. Just bring you up to speed real quick of how the mess, the chili, the soup in the brain. Well, this is chili up here. It's very dense. It has beans in it. I learned so much about Texas last night. It was crazy. Have you guys ever heard of Billy Bob's? Oh my gosh, I want to go to this place so bad. I've got the menu. We'll talk about the menu tonight too. This is awesome. Sorry, guys. Okay, back onto this. In the District Court of the 2nd Judicial District of the state of Idaho and for the county of Latah. Last time we did something, it was the search warrant for Washington State University. So it was, a totally different set of rules, different court, not only different court districts, different systems. Who hasn't heard of Billy Bob's? Me. I mean, I'm not sure Texas is real. Texas, it's like Australia, right? Squad Bob says tonight, 6:30 to 7 o'clock, they'll be releasing the footage. I think everything will be all right. I hope so. I really do hope so. Y'all know I'm from Memphis originally. It's yes, no. I can't take this. How do I stop the thing from ringing? This professionalism right here, folks. This is me forgetting to hit my focus button. I put focus on now. Sorry, guys. Rick's Clicks, Texas and Australia are in the same area of Ohio. All right, so. Oh, hang on, I didn't mean to leave that up there. Uh, so this is for Bryan. This is the state's response to Bryan, Christopher, Kohberger, and counsel, Ann Taylor. And I know there's been stuff about the about Ann Taylor and their like, is there a conflict of interest and all that stuff? That is gonna have to happen to them. Limitless, how are you doing over here from Twitch? Guys, say hi to Limitless. Limitless reading the Bryan Kohberger, the response to him right now. This just broke today. So, guys, I'll put my seriousness on. Do you know one of my highest grades in law school is in legal writing? That's screwed up, isn't it? For a guy who doesn't read books. Anyway, come now the state of the above title matter. Let me enlarge this. So you guys, yeah, there you go. Yeah, full screen now. Oh, also, this is up on the expert is on locals.locals.com. It is the PDF is up over there. Limitless, everybody's saying hi to you over here. We're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now. So we're everybody's saying hi to you. Just want you to know we're a loving family, and we love you already. All right. The state has complied and will continue to comply with such requests by providing the following. 1. Any relevant written or recorded statements made by the defendant or copies thereof within the possession, custody, or control of the state, the existence of which is known is available for the prosecuting attorney by the exercise of due diligence. See, it's key on the due diligence because you can't have there is no such thing as the surprise witness or the the surprise evidence or something like that. You can't have surprises in court. I mean, that's not fair. If you found something that you didn't know you had it, you legitimately did not know you had it, stuff like that. Sometimes there's rules that you can get around. Limitless is in Twitch. That's why. Anyway, I love Rick's Clicks Al Bundy statement. Due diligence and also the substance of any relevant oral statement made by the defendant, whether before or after arrest to a police officer, prosecuting attorney, or the prosecuting attorney's agent, have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A. Any written or recorded statements of a co-defendant and the substance of any relevant oral statement made by a co-defendant, whether before or after arrest, in response to interrogation by any person known by the co-defendant to be... Wait a second. Am I missing something? Why does it say co-defendant? Mama, I'm lost on the co-defendant part. Am I just did I just get done bragging about legal writing and I messed up? Where's my blue book at? I need to get a new blue book. By any person known by the co-defendant to be a peace officer or agent of the prosecuting attorney, have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A. Defendant's prior criminal record, if any, has been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A. Any books, papers, documents, photographs, tangible objects, buildings or places or copies or portions thereof, which are in the possession, custody, or control of the prosecuting attorney, and which are material to the preparation of the defense or intended for use by the prosecutor as evidence at trial. This is the big part right here. Remember this. Intended for use by the prosecutor, as evidence. All that's what I'm talking about. Discovery. Remember, discovery. You don't have that surprise witness thing. Obtained from or belong to the defendant, have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A. In addition, deputies and officers from the Latah County Sheriff's Office, Idaho State Police, Moscow Police Department, Idaho Fish and Game. That's the first time we've heard fish and game involved. I guarantee they've been looking in lakes for that knife. And other law enforcement agencies may record their law enforcement contacts via an audio recorder or an audio video recorder. Any audio and video recordings related to this matter are available for review and duplication on request, subject to the provisions of the Idaho Criminal Rules Idaho Criminal Rules 16b9, pursuant to said subsection, and except as otherwise specified herein, any such digital media is unredacted and may contain protected information. Thus, further distribution is respected by the Idaho Criminal Rules 16b9a, unless the state provides express written consent or by order of the court. So I'm thinking, I'm processing everything. Any results or reports of physical or mental examinations and of scientific tests or experiments made in connection with the particular case or copies thereof within the possession, custody, or control of the prosecuting attorney, the existence of which is known or is available to the prosecuting attorney by the exercise of due diligence, have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A. I wish Exhibit A was attached here. Hey, Crystal Clear, how are you doing? A written list of the names and addresses of all persons having knowledge of relevant facts who may be called by the state as witnesses at the trial or has been or will be provided separately in accordance with Idaho Criminal Rule 16b6. Any record of prior felony convictions and any such persons, and also like you're all in the rules of evidence. Government documents are an exception to the hearsay rule. So if that means any arrest, anything, tickets, anything that's on a official state form can be introduced to court without having to pass hearsay. And don't ask me to quote the full hearsay rule. I can never remember it. It's like porn. I know it when I see it, but I can't describe it. I'm horrible at my verbiage sucks. Any record of prior felony convictions is knowledge of the prosecuting attorney, and all statements made by the prosecution witnesses or prospective prosecution witnesses in the prosecuting attorney or the prosecuting attorney's agents, or to any official involved in the investigatory process of the case, have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A, consistent with Ramirez v. State. And Idaho Public Safety and Security Information System restrictions on a dissemination of criminal history information. The state generally does not seek NCIC reports or Spillman reports of witnesses. Additionally, the state may call as witnesses anyone otherwise identified or referred to in reports, statements, or other documents referred to in this response. So that's their catch-all statement. Additionally, the state may call any witness otherwise identified or referred to in these reports. So they're trying to say, oh, well, we may have somebody, but, if you don't, I don't know, that it's a broad catch-all. Any written summary or report of any testimony that the state intends to introduce pursuant to Rule 702, 703, or 705 of the Idaho Rules of Evidence at trial. 702 should be hearsay rule. Or hearing, I believe. No, don't quote me on that. Take all that back. Hey, Callie Dime, how are you doing? I take all that back. I don't remember anything. Don't pay attention to me at all. I'm an entertainer. I hope you're entertained. I feel like, was that in Gladiator? Are you not entertained? I have the Critical Drinker playing in the background, by the way. This response does not necessarily include the disclosure of expert witnesses, their opinions, the fact and data for these opinions, or the witness's qualification. intended only to rebut evidence or theories that have not been disclosed under this rule prior to trial. Yeah, so expert witnesses. You want an opinion? Expert. Hey, Margot, how are you doing? Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I cannot forget that sweet Cajun name. So, boy, it has been a while then if you haven't seen me. So, hopefully you'll come by more now. You get to see the ugly mugshot. You'll feel sorry for me. I mean, my hair's still wet. My hair's still wet. I got to shave still. Maybe I'll clean up before tonight. Volstorm, take care, buddy. Be safe, man. Be safe. Yeah, prepare for FNL. And like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. We got a lot of stuff. What happens in Memphis is going to be a big deal. Right now, I'm planning for, the video, hopefully we can get it and show it and talk about it, and we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, expert witnesses, so they're there to persuade the jury. Both sides have expert witnesses. So what was that weird doctor-looking guy in the Depp stuff, and he had the big bushy eyebrows, and he acted all kind of kooky. Like, that guy is, that's an expert witness. People they're like, man, I don't trust this guy. Then you had, the other side, Depp's expert witnesses, and they're like, oh, yeah, that high guy. Wait a second, what was his name? It was something like, Doctor Who or something. I can't remember. Yeah, how are you doing? Melanie, expert witnesses always put the jury to sleep. You know who didn't? Was the blonde psychiatrist for Johnny Depp. Margot, I can empathize with you. And matter of fact, you'd be surprised how many of us can right now. Life is tough. It sucks. It's really come together for a lot of people. And we're in this same struggle. And just keep on swimming. That's all you can do. And listen, if you never need a family to chill out with, you remember us, okay? We understand. So Godspeed to you, Margot. Be safe, okay? Crystal clear. Expert witnesses are crock. Watch how they get one of the murderers said so. I'm glad to hear that, Yaya. Happy Friday. Okay, let's see here. 8. Any reports and memoranda in possession of the prosecuting attorney which are made by any police officer or investigator in connection with this investigation or prosecution of this case have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. See Exhibit A. All material or information within the prosecuting attorney's possession or control which tends to negate the guilt of the accused as to the offense charged or which would tend to reduce the punishment therefore have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available. So, a lot of this is going to sound like just kind of boilerplate type stuff to y'all. It's not supposed to be. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Mario, we're on the same page. Sorry guys. See, you always say I don't read the chat and then I get lost in the chat. You guys do this to me. I know what you're doing. So yes, it's not supposed to be boilerplate, okay? But it does, it sounds very, this is very form type stuff. It's supposed to all be written specifically to answer each thing. Unfortunately, it's the same words, all the time. But this paragraph here is this is necessary for all these cases because it's the information, within the prosecuting attorney's possession or control, which tends to negate guilt. That's the at the end. This is what prosecution. Okay, they work for us. They're state workers. They're government employees, and unfortunately, they're the only part of the government where they seem to have a mentality of winning a case is always a good thing. I would rather have the prosecutor that says, hey, you know what? We started this and we realized we messed up. It happens sometimes. This person is not guilty. We're going to remove our stuff. I know Kyle Rittenhouse is fresh on our minds because he just got interviewed by Ricada and stuff. If you didn't see that interview, it's a pretty good interview. It gives you a chance to. It's good to see Rittenhouse. He's very dough faced. I think Texas Jen had very motherly instincts. She was it's like she wanted to give him a hug. But anyway, it's like that case at some point. Yeah, especially when they started talking about like the drone footage and stuff. Man, I was like, the prosecution, you can save face and still do a good job by just saying, we screwed up. Yeah, I love you. I absolutely love you. I hate when you came to Tennessee, we weren't able to meet up. Because one day we are going to meet up and I'm just go straight in for a hug. I'm going straight in for the hug. You get me. And we've got to, Divinity wants to talk with you. We were talking about this after the paranormal stream. We want to talk some more about the business stuff. So it's just I don't know. It's just cool. I love this. I love our little community we're creating here, guys. We're finding new people. We're coming together. Everybody has their own talents, and we can find it just like that one thing where you need it in that one little instant in your life, and it just works. It's just awesome. We're just kicking ass. I love this. All right, let me get through this. So everything is C Exhibit A. In addition, with regard to material or information which may be exculpatory as used or interpreted, the state requests that the defendant inform the state in writing of the defense which will be asserted in this case, so counsel for the state can determine if any additional material or information may be material to defense, and thus fulfill its duty under Idaho criminal rules and Brady v. Maryland. Wow. In addition, with regard to material or information which may be exculpatory as used or interpreted. I'm rereading this, right? The state request. These are two different things. They're two different things. They're saying, okay, besides us giving you all this evidence, right, and stuff, well, we request you write down what your defense is going to be, so we can help you. That's slick, man. That's slick. That hi guy, how are you doing? Yeah, this is the state's request to Bryan Kohberger's discovery request. Graham, what is happening, my man? Oh boy, I'm gonna harass you. You know what I'm gonna say? Pictures, not pictures of you. I'm not like that. It's like pictures. I want to see like where you're staying, what you're viewing. Guys, I love that. I love the picture. I love seeing the world through your eyes. American Princess, I know I missed a lot. Hey, remember this? The PDF is on the expertisonlocals.locals.com. I just put that up right before the show, so you can get the full copy if you want to read it yourself. But anyway, back onto this paragraph right here. So the state is saying, well, just give us your defense. That's slick, man. That's really slick. Because if you're, depending, these things go into offices. And you've got paralegals, you got clerks, you got secretaries, you got other attorneys. They may be part of, like, they have to, like, work on different aspects of the document. There's a lot of times like, hey, I went and asked so and so, she's busy. Do you mind looking up what we have on the Kohberger defense for, we got to answer this thing or something like that? Or will you send over the documents we got on this to the prosecutors? And they'll look at, like, what's being requested, and it's like, oh, okay, well, they want the defense. Oh boy, don't say that. White Rabbit loves Margaritaville. She loves Jimmy Buffett. She's gonna want to go. That's awesome, though. Yeah, yeah. Um, Grim knows the demographics, guys. We're 84.9%, I think it was, female right now, which I don't know why, but I love it. I love it. My mom would be proud. Um, Melanie just saw, where did that pop up? Yeah, the Tyree Nichols case. That's the Memphis case, guys. Remember, tonight, Friday Night Live, we're going to try to get that video, the cop cam video. It's really bad. It's really bad what they say. We'll filter it out, but if nonetheless, please say prayers for everybody involved, man. It's just that you don't win at this point. There's no winning. It's no win scenario. Well, I just got information that San Francisco police released the body cam footage of the Paul Pelosi attack. Looks like we got our show tonight. I like body cam footage. So Paul Pelosi attack. The body cam footage is now being released. We'll be covering that a few hours. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I was saying, like, that's just a slick way of putting that in there because somebody could take over. I mean, I wouldn't, no, I'm not going to show you my defense. The defense doesn't have to. It's the state has to prove the guilt because the person is innocent until proven guilty. 10, to the extent that the information exists regarding an informant who is not going to be produced as a witness, including recordings or written statements of an informant or that identify an informant, such informant is not subject to disclosure and the state asserts information or informant privilege under ICR 16G2 and prays for appropriate protective orders pursuant. Geo Twins, how are you doing? Yeah, body cam footage is great. Guys, did you hear that? So this is one of two things. One, just in case there's an informant, this is a cover your ass, CYA moment, right, for the state. Or are we to believe that there was an informant and they're asking for protection of the identity of the informant? So that's deep. What is somebody told? I don't know, Grim. Maybe. The informant. Well, the informant told them where to look, and then so they go look and they find DNA. Once they have the DNA, I mean, if it's in the trash, the informant is, it's protected under the Idaho rules. They're saying here. Or there might not be an informant at all, and they're just saying that we have to put this in there. It's. Let me tell you what, these guys, these attorneys, they know now that it's a new world. It's a social media. It's the sleuthing of America, whatever, that they have to watch out for. And so when they put this stuff here, it's like, I don't know. There's always that extra level to go into now to protect everything. I mean, look at Delphi, man. That whole Delphi deal, if you guys are familiar with it, I think that whole thing's screwed up. I think what we've seen so far with Idaho looks really as cookie cutter perfect as you could get it. The state objects to request by the defendant for anything not otherwise addressed above on the grounds that such requests are outside the scope of the criminal rules and are not subject to disclosure. Wherever this response indicates that certain evidence or materials have been or will be disclosed or otherwise made available, such indication should not be construed as confirmation that such evidence or material exists, but simply as an indicator that if such evidence or material exists, that they have been or will be disclosed or made available to the defendant. You can use that same line of what I just read about the informant thing. Such indication should not be construed that an informant exists, but simply that if it does exist, we want protection by the rules. Purple, what's going on? Yes, Purple knows how to enter a chat. Look at this. That's how... Wait, hold on. Where'd he go? There he is. That's how... Whoops, hang on. I hit it again. That's how you draw the attention. You look over, you see all the heart colors. Purple, how are you doing? What's happening here? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, did I miss something here? Oh, Rabbit gifted a membership. Awesome. Maggie got the membership. Congratulations and thank you, Rabbit. Rabbit says, just lurking, have to get back to family now. Rabbit, thank you for the membership. Maggie, the link is over on the membership channel tab. And I need to talk to you guys about what to... There's a lot of improvements I want to implement into the channel, but I don't know what I think might be an improvement you guys might not think. And so I need to have that discussion with you guys. And we need to do another chat on Discord. And we'll just sit around and talk. You guys, we get to figure out everything. Yeah. Guys, also, Purple Phoenix here. Could you guys put a link up for her? Could somebody please? My Purple. I dig you, Purple. I do. All right. Furthermore, any items that are listed in Exhibit A but are not specifically provided or which are referred to in documents which are listed in Exhibit A are available for inspection upon appointment with the prosecuting attorney's office. Additionally, all property forms, chain of custody documents, and similar items are likewise available for inspection on appointment and are hereby deemed to be part of Exhibit A for purposes of this response. Grimm's Bar, new member. Awesome. Oh, hey, that popped up. That used to not pop up. Awesome. StreamYard is improved. Well, hang on. Let's see if I can go up here. Does that pop up? No. Didn't even see rabbits. Doesn't even come up here. See how weird that is? I mean, it's simple things. You would think if you get one thing working, you would think another one got working. Huh? Oh, Rabbit gifted another membership. Thank you, Rabbit. If Purple got y'all sidetracked. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Yaya. Here is the link to Purple's, guys. She's at the top. We want to see Purple grow as well. Remember, this is the year of growth, guys. If we're not going to get it through an algorithm, it's not going to happen. I was thinking about that today. We've got to do it with each other. And so you see somebody and you like a certain channel, ask them to if they'll sub to it for you. It's like it's getting ratings on TV shows. That's all it is. And then after that, it's views. And that's up to the content creator to keep the views coming. I'm not a good person for that. Purple's good at keeping views. Holy cow, she's good. I'll tell you the one, if you guys haven't seen her, is Lost Souls in Chat. TC, I think, is her name. Holy cow, man. She has got, like, she came from nowhere. I think Kylie Rodney was her first dip into YouTube. And she's been over here a few times. But she came from just out of the blue. And, hey, you know what? She'd be a good one to talk to. Infamous Truth Teller, how are you doing? But yeah, she keeps like 400, 500 people in a thing. Cool Frog gifted a membership. Thank you, Cool Frog. And Mark Jones got the membership. Mark has been around, you know, he was, I think Mark was around my first live stream. It was my first planned live stream. And it was a year ago. I think it was a year ago. So yeah, that's crazy. But thank you, Cool Frog. If Cool Frog's here in the chat, that means he's got a show that's getting ready to go on or is on right now. That guy's everywhere. I really do. I think like underneath the picture, he's like kind of like an octopus. He has like, you know, like he can do all these. He's got like 5 or 6 sets of hands. That's an octopus. You have 5. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be a pentapus. That sounds weird. He's Cool Frog. That's all that matters. It's that tongue. Let's see here. So, additionally, any property forms, chains of custody documents, and similar items are likewise available for inspection on appointment and are hereby deemed to be part of Exhibit A. So you have to make an appointment because the state has all the evidence. You know, the state, the police collect all the evidence, everything else. They are in like banker's boxes. This evidence will be in Ziploc bags and whatnot. And you make a request and you go over and you have to sit in a room with these boxes, and there'll be somebody with the district attorney's office sitting there while you're going through everything, because they want to make sure that the attorney doesn't steal anything or, you know, alters the evidence in any way. I mean, you got cameras on you. I mean, it's a mess. And you got to sit there and you got to look at like the knife sheath, right? And they got to look at it. And they're going to be like, okay, is there anything on here I see differently? And that's something else that's weird, is like, you may not, with like an evidence like that knife sheath, like you can describe it, you can talk about it. You and I can sit here, we look at pictures of it and everything else. But sometimes you just need to see it. And that's the art of being an attorney. Is a good attorney will be able to see something and they'll see it differently, and it'll be able to affect their argument differently. You know, it's weird. It's weird, and that's why attorneys. That's why it costs so much. It's also why it's so hard to explain why it costs so much, because people don't understand. Why am I paying you to look at a piece of leather? Well, you know, I happen to notice on there that where they said they collected DNA, there happened to be, you know, something else right there too. Paying for the experience and the knowledge, it's a weird thing. All right, 13. Pursuant to Idaho Criminal Rules 16J, if the state subsequently discovers additional evidence or evidence of additional witnesses, or decides to use additional evidence or witnesses, the state will promptly notify the defendant and the court. Now let's see here. Hopefully certificate of delivery. It was e-filed to and Taylor. So e-filed and served through email. They let email. I don't know. After Corona, the courts are the slowest to embrace technology. of anything. And they'll still have fax machines after doctors get rid of them. But the email used to not be a thing. You used to not be able to send anything email. That didn't count as service. Let's see here. Do we have... Oh, Exhibit A. And everything's going to be redacted. Let's see here. Exhibit A. Police reports and documents... Oh, wow. Police reports and documents covered by ICR 16, which are in the possession of the state, have been disclosed to counsel for the defendant as of January 23rd. These materials consist of 995 pages. Audio visual 1. There's one audio visual. And then photos 1 through 1,865. So there's 1,800 photos. One audio video, excuse me. I mean, you think about all the things that are videoed. You know, we've seen the getting pulled over. We've seen get off the plane. I guarantee you, Mucho Taco, what's up, brother? I guarantee that he has been he was videoed in the plane ride. And then, of course, I mean, they interrogate him, I'm sure. I'm sure of that. But one audio visual. So I'm wondering, I mean, that goes back to the crime scene. It's going to be, is it the body cam footage of when they walked in? That's what I wonder. But there's more than just one body camera footage. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they do in Idaho. I don't know how they do anything in any criminal stuff. Thank God. Thank God I don't know anything about criminal. But, I mean, just according to the way, I mean, it's written, I mean, look, your photos are numbered. I would assume that the different tapes would be numbered, too. Single mom, how are you doing? To hell and back, I don't know how that works. I think that's... I mean, it's going to be different jurisdiction to jurisdiction, but yeah, it's. I mean, they need it. There's a case in Tennessee. It's an older case, man. Covering that would be crazy, but like, yeah, it really the jury, it really messed them up, messed everybody up. What's Miami Spice doing? She says Mucho Taco, and Mucho Taco says Miami Spice, stop it! You're making me blush. Is it the surveillance camera that was 50 feet away that has audio and video? I wonder about that. Yes, because you know what? You're right. They used that in the probable cause for arrest, didn't they? I wasn't clicking. You're right. And see, that's the one. That's what I really want to question, that, because I saw a picture on like Reddit or something where it was a collection of photos, right? And it showed police talking to or knocking on the door next door where that camera was. And that camera they had unscrewed their porch light and they screwed this camera in there. And there's so much stuff. I'm just like, man, like that heard screams 50 feet away through a wall. But the roommates inside didn't hear that. I don't know. I think that camera is going to come into question. I think there's going to be a lot of things about that camera. And that's right. And there's something else, American Princess. Thank you so much for bringing that up, because I wasn't thinking. This is for the probable cause. This is the preliminary hearing that's coming up. So what they're going to do is they're going to say, you have no probable cause to arrest this guy. Well, I mean, what? He has bushy eyebrows? Ooh, he drives a white Elantra? There were 90 white Elantras registered to the University of Idaho. It's like, how do you know it's him? How do you know? I mean, anything. That's what, I mean, I want you guys to think like defense attorneys. Just so that way, when you go into other streams and stuff, and people are talking about this stuff, instead of just because you get that hive mentality and everybody just attacks, like, oh yeah, we got him. It's like, oh, well, I mean, DM, what's her name? I'm horrible. I can't remember her name. Said that she opened the door and saw a guy with bushy eyebrows. He has bushy eyebrows. It's him. Let's start testing out the electric chair right now for him. But there's a lot of dudes with bushy eyebrows. What if there's a dude who has bushy eyebrows, but he just plucks them? Boy, that guy should have gone to get a waxing after Bryan. Imagine if he had gotten his eyebrows waxed. That'd be an ad, man. Could you imagine an ad be like, if he had just gotten his eyebrows waxed? Guys, for Valentine's, we're offering a 2-for-1. Pay for one eyebrow, get the second eyebrow free. Yeah, they better get more information. Thank you, Dylan. Yes, Dylan. Better get more information to convict him. Must have specificity. That's the thing. And like Grim, like what you're talking about specificity, that's what the defense is going to be attacking. They're going to be saying, hey, look, like I heard a guy, he's a criminal professor at like University of Northern Alabama or something. What if I just have one? Can I get the free Brazilian? Grim, you need the Brazilian. You need the Brazilian wax. Yeah. I'm really interested to see if they can get to a conviction, because I haven't heard anything conclusive. Now you guys are thinking. That's the big thing. There's no conclusive evidence. There's nothing here. There's no smoking gun. That's the big thing. It's I was talking one time. Somebody said something about OJ, and I was like, yeah. Just imagine if they had the weapon, right? Marie, how are you doing? Hey, everybody, I'm driving to a board convention. But and to listen to the show, if you said hello and I didn't respond, it was because I can't see the chat. Have a wonderful day. Marie's probably the busiest person who tries to make it over here. I'm absolutely so impressed by her. She's really great. And we've talked about we want to get together and do a thing on locals one day. Marie, just let me know when you can. That's the key. You're busy. Margot, I'm good at waxing, but I like that double innuendo there. There's so many people that think he's guilty. The problem that I always think is when you rush to that conclusion, that's the easiest way to not get a conviction. It's I don't know. Here's the thing. Imagine if he was innocent. I mean, there's a lot of weirdos out there that didn't do anything. And matter of fact, tune in Friday Night Live tonight, 9 p.m. right here. You'll see a bunch of weirdos that don't do anything. But anyway, yeah, it's yeah, Callie, you're right. They do have more, and that's the key to it is this is a response to the court saying that they've given everything. They're happy to give everything to the to the defense. But I mean, we're not going to see anything. That's the whole deal. We're not going to see anything that's not a court document. So all the evidence and stuff like that is all just speculation. This is one of the hardest things I've ever done, because this is the first time I've really had an interest, because like I said, guys, from the beginning, it reminds me of like the movie Scream. It's a weird slasher deal. It's a hot current event. I mean, this shadows everything, and also it's so hard. It's when you have the court, they put gag orders on everything. That leaves us with nothing but speculation. Yeah, it's like conspiracy theories, right? Like, conspiracy theory is not really a theory. It's a term of art. Um, I just realized I'm missing my Discord messages. I'm gonna be killed. Somebody's over. Oh yeah, I'm in trouble. Um, anyway, so the conspiracy theories are just, hey, Melissa Jane, how are you doing? Uh, Mel, I was talking about your photography last night. But conspiracy theories, they happen. They grow in an environment when of solitude. When, yes, Grimm's right. Conspiracy theory is a hypothesis, and they grow though when you don't get any information. When people are allowed to sit there and just ponder, they come up with some crazy ideas sometimes. I mean, some crazy ideas. But it's like I said, with this case, we can discuss it and we can speculate, and that's just what's that's all what the courts are leaving us with. Um, American Princess, the DoorDash delivery is weird too. Okay, so if you guys didn't hear this, the other day I went to the tanning bed, right? I gotta get my tan on. I was the only person in there, and there were three girls that worked there, and they're all in college. And so started talking, and I brought up something about like the Idaho, or one of them brought up something about Idaho, and I was like, "So, what do you guys think about that?" And they started going through everything. These girls, I was not expecting them to say this. They had read the affidavit, the arrest, probable cause for arrest warrant affidavit. Uh, they're like, "Oh yeah, all 17 pages." And I was like, "Really? Like, you actually read that? That's crazy." And it was weird, because it was like, "Yeah, totally think he did it." But that was the thing that got me, was they put the but into that caveat, right? Said that he uh, Dylan was very suspect to him. I was like, "Look, man, like, there are people that will blame the victims, and those girls are victims, but there's two of them that live in that house. We only know about Dylan. She's the only one that we have a statement on." And I was like, "What about the other girl?" And they're like, "I know, right? Like, it's the weirdest thing. You don't hear anything." And they were very critical on Dylan's actions about, she opens the door, she sees the person, doesn't say anything. She goes to sleep. It's 12 hours later before she calls the cops. And I was like, "So you guys have said all this. Like, all three of these girls are in agreement about this." And, oh, and one of the girls, her boyfriend is Sigma Chi. So, I mean, it was like, it was weird, because you could see these girls have put themselves in this same situation. And they said that, it was just weird how her thing is. I'm like, "Well, what does weird mean? Like, what do you think happened?" And I mean, what are you getting to with Dylan? And they said, it's like, "Well, just, it's very odd, her behavior." And I was like, "So you think there's something there?" But I mean, like, without asking, do you think like she was involved in it? They're like, "I don't know, but it needs to be brought to light." And I was like, "That's very interesting to me." Hey, Ghost 85, how are you doing? Yes, yes, Ghost. They were victims. I mean, they will forever be changed. Blood is very weird for when I do not know Scott, but he sounds like a cool dude. Uh, but yeah, blood is very weird. By the way, guys, please make sure you're subscribed and please hit that like button as well. Um, I without going into it too far. So like I had I cut an artery once. Accident. Ended up in the hospital, and but I was lot of blood loss, and I started to go into shock. I didn't know what shock was. They had to explain it to me in the hospital, and they said that shock is really weird. You don't feel it. You don't know how it's happening. It's like some people can just go right through an incident, no problem, and then later on, it's like they kind of have they'll happen to them. It's like there's no way to identify shock as like uh, uh, clear definition that this is when it happens to everybody. Um, have I ever listened to older rap music? Um, I'm trying to think, man. Does NWA count? Because that came up on my playlist a couple years ago. Um, it's from Ethan Van Sciver. So listen to his intros probably. Uh, but anyway, it's the shock. It's just it's weird how it works. Blood is a triggering effect to shock, and so these people, they are victims because they saw all this. They saw their best friends. They went to bed with their friends, and they woke up with nobody. Could you imagine you wake up tomorrow and you have no friends? They're all gone. You'll never be able to. You'll never be able to laugh with them again. Never be able. You'll never go to their weddings. You'll never, call them at Christmas. Never eat, with them. Go to a concert with them again. You'll never, and you're not prepared for it. It just happened, and it's like last night we were at a party. We were talking about how this is our life, like how awesome this is. How look, we're getting ready to graduate soon. We got jobs. It's what's the next step in our life. They're thinking about getting married, having kids. It's just beginning. The places you'll see, the things you'll see, the places you'll go, right? And it's all gone. So yeah, they're all victims, man. They're victims, and they're probably some of the hardest hit victims. Uh, Crystal, I wasn't expecting that. My gosh. Yeah. Sorry, you just saw a very uncomfortable. I'm like, wow, Crystal. Did not know that. Yeah. Sorry. Um, I don't know. I'm not. I'm. It's an uncomfortable laughter. I'm sorry. I apologize. American Princess says she has to leave, and yes, American Princess. We will have body cam footage tonight, Friday Night Live, hopefully from Memphis, and it looks like Paul Pelosi now. Um, I misread light and thus it killed. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's well. I mean, yeah, 4 people you consider true friends. I mean, dude, they're your friends. Um, imagine it being. Holy cow! Are you a crab fisherman off Alaska, Crystal? The world's most dangerous jobs. Wow. Um, yeah, that's I didn't know that, Crystal. It's funny. Crystal's a good friend of ours. God, we love Crystal, and she's in Australia. And it's so cool. She does great videos. She's been going to American restaurants, Starbucks, Taco Bell. You gotta go check out her stuff, man. It's awesome. Getting an Australian perspective of it, and uh, yeah, uh, but you don't know. I mean, these are our friends. Okay, this is another one. So Margot, here you go. It's like if something happened to one of y'all, I mean, it would really bother me. It would totally bother me. Thank you, Texas Jen. Yeah, guys, go check out. Let's see, where is this? We're gonna put up. I'm gonna pin this one now. So go check out Texas Jen. Go check out Crystal Clear Central. I've pinned it at the top of the comments. Um, because it's awesome. I love our Australian viewers. It's funny because the Australians are some of the most active viewers here. I've never talked to anybody from India, and India makes up 8% of the viewership. Crazy. It's crazy. So if you're from India, or you're in India, or if your VPN is sending you through India, let me know. Let me know. Say hi. Uh, so anyway, yeah, this is it. Where there is, so see, we're in Discovery. The arrest happened December 31st. And let's see here. What happened here? Sorry, I got a beep. I was listening. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I thought you guys could see what I was looking at. I was reading it with you. So what happens, man? You live your life on this stuff. Uh, Guys, is there anything else or want to talk about with the Idaho case? Margo, I usually keep my VPN in the U.S. You're from India? Oh, no way. That's crazy. The demographics are always interesting. I'll check my VPN. Gotcha. Um, Squirrel. Yes, you're the squirrel. That's the funny thing. Yeah, you squirreled me over here. Uh, I tell Steve, the telemarketer, to call all the time to subscribe to your channel. Thank you to Alan back. Uh, no, I was looking at DMs. It's just stuff. Just make sure I don't miss anything. A lot of times I'll get messages and it's like, hey, you forgot this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that. So yeah, that's all that happens. It's squirrel talk. Melissa Jane knows it. It's squirrel talk. See? Squirrel talk. Miami Spice. Um, no, it's a uh, this is just what's going on in Idaho. It's part of the process. We're going to see what happens next. If there's any evidence or whatnot. I've got to get my router fixed. I just realized, you guys, let me know if I ever start skipping out. For some reason, it shows on my computer that the router I have full signal. StreamYards is saying that I have a low signal. Um, yes. I do. Uh, Ghost 85. I'm from Tennessee. Oh, whoa! Check this out. Listen. So yeah, this is on. I know that you guys have been. This might be a thing with y'all. Liza Blue. If anybody knows who she is, let me know, because I can't figure out for the life of me why she's famous or popular or whatever the hell she is. I'm like, if you talk about her, you get banned. I don't know who she is. Like, I thought she was like some pop star or something, maybe. I mean, she's got the hair, I don't know, the stuff. You know, she does the videos or something. I don't know who she is. Eliza, if you know, if you are listening to me, if you want to come on, tell me who you are. Come on. But anyway, yeah. Other than that, I don't know why she's such a big deal right now. She is. I don't know. Ghost 85, you lived in Mount Juliet for a while. That's a boy. Mount Juliet used to be a small nothing town, didn't it? And now it's like, it's crazy. That whole area is crazy. Tennessee's been invaded again. Margot, I only know because of Farron. Yeah, she did a video on her, right? Farron did, as like I don't know, Chrissy Mayer was showing some of it. I saw that. I saw what Farron was working on it. She did it live stream. I don't know. Let's see here. Cam girl that tried to say she was human trafficked. I've heard way too much of her the past week and then started to deep dive. I love Melissa Jane. Yeah, that's again. I have no idea about her. I'm like, who is this? And I think so the sex trafficking, like I think that's her definition is what some people are questioning. Because I mean that's a really bad thing, and it seems like she's kind of playing it as like a pop star. Yeah, you had no idea until the video. That's right. I still don't know who she is. Um, yeah, that was. I was there when it started. Um, yeah, that whole area, man, it's so crazy. But anyway, I don't know. It just happened. Um, let's see. Helen back. Eliza Blue is human trafficking survivor, advocate, and survivor herself. The Eliza Blue podcast. But isn't that what is happening? Is people are questioning her story? Um, Unfortunately, we live in social media, and everybody who is a victim isn't a victim, or I don't know. I don't know how to properly word that. It's just weird. Let's see here. Tug Wolfkinder, how you doing, by the way? Tug just did a bit on Eliza. She hung out with a group called My Chemical. Okay, My Chemical Romance band is also. People were saying that if you look at Nick Rekieta's new tattoo, it looks like a My Chemical Romance album cover, and evidently, like the art of that album cover is big with the MCR fans. I don't know. That's the only thing I know. Is I heard about the My Chemical Romance right at the same time I heard about Rekieta's tattoo. She did some sexy content and now hangs out with Ellen. Oh, Elon. Yeah, Elon. Yeah. Well, I mean, Elon, hopefully he can afford a Tesla. Okay, here we go. Her term of trafficking is catfishing. Now, anyone who shows a screenshot of her music videos gets you banned of Twitter. Now, any link to her gets you banned. Well, I will not be linking to her. And I hope she has a very good life and she finds the peace and is able to present her message in the way that she needs to. Um, Oh, Jen with no filter is going to have to add some water to her soup. I do not know about that. Usually, like we talk about trafficking. What I'm always thinking of is like it's uh, runaways, stuff like that. Um, you get sold into. It starts with drugs, and then sold into prostitution. Um, so she did a bad video, or she was in somebody's video, right? It's really weird. That tattoo is a bad idea. Sorry, coffee's not kicked in yet. Let's see here. Yeah. The problem is that, like, her dad's in the state legislature in Illinois. Um, there's not really. I don't think. I think that's her thing is that she's saying like if you're using her, if you're, she goes out there and does like sexy pictures, and then if somebody else uses them, she's saying that you're trafficking her. I think maybe something like that. Uh, oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Oh yeah, so it's a double. She has a double standard on it. It sounds like. Yeah, it's odd. Yeah, the whole thing, man. Well, she's got her 15 minutes. She's got a Tesla. I don't know. Yeah, okay, like if I were thinking of human trafficking, I think of like I mean the woman's like 41 or something. It's like I would think like that'd be like 30 years ago. I'm thinking of like young impressionable girls. But if you're catfishing, I don't know. That's not. I don't know. Yeah, his tattoo looks like My Chemical Romance. Um, Same type of painting style. Yeah, and that's who Liza Blue supposedly like. She dated a guy from My Chemical Romance or something. Uh, Here's okay. Let's just human trafficking. I think of Taken, the movie Taken. I think of girls being stolen, drugged up, and sold in the black market in some Eastern European country. So that's my initial impression. Now just transfer those facts over, and that's how when I think of human trafficking, that's what I think of. I really try not to ponder it a lot because I can't handle stuff like that, man. I can't handle. I'm not a strong person. There are people out there that are wonderful that are strong people. They handle this stuff. They're great. I'm not one of those people. Um, yeah, I love the movie Taken. Yeah, if you have a daughter, you need to see the movie Taken. Um, that's how I think of it too. Uh, I want a catfish dinner once. Oh, I was wondering how we got here with the My Chemical Romance. Yeah, yeah, it became a big thing because the quartering. It's like uh, the quartering, like his channel, man. Like that's how I've often said. Like there's two ways of doing it, right? Uh, and one way is his way. I love it. It's like he does like 11 videos a day. His idea is that you always have content. He thinks of like YouTube and stuff as being like a channel. So you go to it and you always have something to watch. Uh, but I like talking to y'all, like being in the chat. I like the live stream. So, that's another way of doing YouTube. It's weird because I would do a bunch of more videos, but YouTube will only give notification for 3. So, and that's something I was like, I need to talk to you guys about implementing some improvements to the channel, because I want to do I want to get more into the community tabs. I want to get more involved into the shorts and more involved. I want to do I would like to do a community post, a short, a video, and then a live every day. Really, I like to do 2 videos, a short, a live, and a community post every day. But how is that too much? Are the tubes going to penalize me because a community post counts as a notification? I don't know. So that's what I've got to talk to you guys about. We'll have a convo in Discord about all that stuff. Yeah, this makes sense. She is using the word trafficked, but it doesn't sound like she ever met with a client, used her image for sites that may have brought people together. Ghost 85 is looking for a place to move to. Oh, that's why she's being called out. It's because her story's not making sense. There you go. Crystal's got it. Look at that. It's unlawful act of, taking people. And this last part that gets me. In the form of forced labor or sexual exploitation. Now, I think she is... I thought this said eat me with an exclamation point. She is... Cake, how are you doing? She wasn't taken, though. Is that right? Yeah, but those girls, I mean, they had a involvement. Was Eliza Blue, was she ever taken? Was she ever, did they grab her and toss her into a van? Maybe I'm way off here, man. I'm like, who is this? I don't know what's happening. Why is this so much news? And I think what it is that you're watching somebody who... Is she being attacked because there's a connection to Elon Musk and she's low-hanging fruit? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Well, prostitutes always love their pimps. But is she? I mean, I think she's talking. I don't think there's any. I think that her whole thing has been about people are taking images and using them for other things, not her actual self. Here's the thing. If you don't want your image, don't go on social media. I hate to say that. And what do you do? What does somebody like? What do I do? I mean, somebody's going to use my image. They're going to make a bullseye dartboard out of it, right? And I mean, I've got no recourse for it. What am I going to do? Sue them for taking my likeness? I don't have the money and the time and all that other stuff. I don't have the power to go around and ban sites. And that's so silly. You're banning people on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing is now being created. Like, Twitter is all about, stop banning people, free speech, all this other stuff. And then now it's going into, we're going to ban anybody who mentions her name. Dude, I mean, that's where I see now where the story's coming from. Wait, I'll shush now. Why? Oh, Andrew Tate made the girls think they were together and caroused. I like that word. Them into doing the cam thing. Totally different than her story, but I think she mentions him. I could be wrong. I like the word caroused. Mel is awesome. Um, yeah, well, you can't cross state lines to circumvent the law. That's the whole key, and that's like if like in Las Vegas, like Nevada, the age of consent 16. So if you go to Nevada and you're playing the craps table, and it's like, hey, this chick comes up to you, she looks 21, she's in a casino, you're thinking, yeah, it's right. You have everything solid deal, and she turns out she's 17, which is a year over age of consent, but it's under age of consent for your state or federally. Uh, long as there's no intent of having relations with a minor, you're okay, supposedly. Don't take my advice. Don't take my advice at all. This is a weird hypothetical. However, if you know it and you're out there intentionally going looking for people under the age of 18, that's I can't think of the word now. Not rape, but statutory. Statutory. Yeah, I guess it is rape. But anyway, yeah, but I like that word. I like that word, listener. It's the visual image. It's just like, I was like, oh, that's a cool looking word. Like listern is a cool looking word. Yes, Yaya just throws it down and explains it all to everybody. Perverted as F. Guys, listen, I gotta get out of here. We got Friday Night Live tonight, 9 p.m. Don't forget, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Let's have a good time. Be sure and hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell. Come back. We are the most fun you're gonna have on YouTube with your pants on. Uh, even though I yoga pants don't count as pants. But guys, seriously, we'll have a good time. Uh, Love you guys being here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all these opportunities. Ghost85, I expect to see you again. So you better hit that subscribe button, buddy. I mean, a Mount Juliet guy. Not many people know where Mount Juliet is. Um, I don't know what's happening here. I like Melanie. I'll be there in my dreams, but I know you'll be asleep. This is what is great about our international audience. Giggles galore. I love it, Cake. I love it. Um, Crystal, I look forward to seeing you. I think you have a new video. Oh, by the way, congratulations on getting through Call of Duty. Man, I was impressed. I think Ash told me about that. I was like, that was fast. That shows how long it's been since I've played video games. I gotta get back into it. Um, Thank you, Miami Spice. This is the link to the channel. No, Crystal, you do not have to wear pants. I'm not wearing pants right now. It is 39 degrees and I'm wearing shorts. So, guys, till later on tonight, be safe, be good to each other. Seriously, man, there's too much weird stuff going on. And like tonight, we'll be doing we'll be looking at some of that body cam footage. That'll be interesting. So, we'll have Melissa Jane be there. We'll have Guava Ball be there. Have Vol Storm, Dictionary Diva. Might have White Rabbit. I don't know. Yeah, see if I've been nice to her or not. And then I'll just put myself on mute so you guys don't have to hear me. Hey guys, listen, love y'all. Thank you so much.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that.